In this week's episode, this is episode 28, Block's Garage. We're working on the chain tensioner for the Dingo. Really want to start working on the jet ski. So hopefully we can get the chain problem solved on the Dingo so it's running and driving without popping the chain every 15 feet. And then we're going to start working on the jet ski. If you guys haven't followed our build, this is a 2003 Honda Aquatrax turbo. This thing is going to be cut up. It's going to be put in a John boat. But I want to get it running for summer, at least so we can take it out on a few local lakes. And then once summer's over, we're going to cut it up and start building that. Alright, I was having a hard time finding where to mount the other chain tensioner that I got. So this is a little bit different style. It has a longer mount. The other one was real short and it didn't reach. So we're going to try this, see if it lines up with anything. This is designed to bolt to the engine, those torque converter bolts, but looking at it, that may not work. So whether I gotta weld it somewhere, let's just take a look and see what works. Figured out where I'm going to mount the chain tensioner. There's a support bar that runs along. It's actually this bar right here. There's one on the underside of the torque converter on the bottom. I'm actually going to weld this top rail to that bar here, and that lines up perfectly to put pressure on the chain in just the right spot. I don't know how great that worked. It's kind of hard to get the welder nozzle in there. I just want to test this out real quick. If it goes well, I can remove it and grind it all back, get some really good welds on there. It actually, due to the pressure, it kicked up 15 or 20 degrees, so hopefully it's still keeping tension on the chain. Hopefully that little bit of tilt isn't going to hurt it though. We're going to adjust the brake, because the brakes weren't working yesterday, and we're going to take it for a little test drive.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Do you have another one? Oh, Amazon order.
The tensioner works. There was definitely tension on it. All it did was break the master link, so I can reuse it. Broke the link. Alright, I'm ready to go get some air conditioning. How about you?
Yeah.
So that was probably a really bad video. I just had it clamped. This thing jiggled all around. Chain didn't pop off once. I did a little lap of the yard. I got on the throttle a little bit. Brakes still aren't really working that well. But the tensioner seems to be holding the chain on, which is fantastic. We've had chain issues since I built this thing. So now the chain's staying on, but we got to figure out the brakes. Last time they were just a little bit misaligned, and since I had to re-weld it, I got to figure out how to get that caliper realigned perfectly. But working good. I also need to weld the roll bar when it's idling, it vibrates, and you can hear the whole roll bar vibrating up top. So I'm gonna weld that really quick, and then we're gonna figure out the brakes. Maybe we'll take it for a little ride. I was about to lose my phone. Chain works. Oh, these are so bumpy. I want to see if I can do a donut here. Alright, let's see how hard it is to get the chain back on. So I bent the tensioner. It was a good torture test. Alright, chain's on top. It's on the bottom. Alright, it's back on. So I think I'm gonna have to build a mount from here holding this up on the other side, because it did good, but it's starting, that metal's starting to bend. Let's fire this thing back up. It was doing good. I rode for a while, probably over a mile, 2 miles without it popping pretty hard, so. So here's the aftermath. You can see the chain tensioner. Let's see. You can see it here, bent, and continues to bend. That piece of metal twisted like 3 different ways. So I need to figure out a way. Maybe I could just weld a little bar right here to the end of this if I straighten it out. And it was doing awesome until I tried to drift it. And then that's when it bent. But you can see where it's riding, so it's putting pressure on it. It's working, but I just need to keep it straight. Alright, so I had to do a little bit of work off camera last night. I've been having problems with my GoPro batteries. I don't know if it's the charger or the heat, but they've actually been swelling. If you know anything about lithium-ion batteries, the second they swell, they're more prone to rupture, more prone to thermal runaway and fire, and I don't really want to catch my shed on fire for a little GoPro battery, so I had to throw 2 of them out, and now it's harder to have unlimited batteries while I'm recording. So waiting on some more batteries to come in the mail. A long-winded way to say I had to do some welding on this off camera. I installed the chain tensioner. I installed it, I took it for a test drive, again off camera. I got some iPhone footage I'm going to add in there of me just ripping it around the yard. It does great. Just driving normally, going fast, whatever. The second you try to drift it or spin the tires sideways, I don't know if it puts a side load on the axle or what, but it throws the chain. So as long as you're just cruising or getting on it in a straight line, it's fine. The second you try to slide it, pops the chain off. But the other thing I noticed on that test drive is that chain tensioner was only supported on the inside, right? And so the metal actually bent the tensioner up. So I had to weld another bolt. I hammered it back down, welded a support bolt on the outside, we'll call it. And now it's supported on both sides, keeps a lot of tension on that chain, which is perfect. So let me show you guys that now. So here's the chain tensioner. Probably pretty hard to see. Up in here, you can see there's the tensioner there. There's the bolt I had to weld, and this is the actual mount. I think it was designed for a 212 or a mini bike, because these did not match the 40 series torque converter. So anyways, this mount bent on that first test drive, but now you can see the chains riding right in the middle of that tensioner. The tensioner has bearings on it, works great, rolls back and forth, doesn't allow any slack on that chain anymore. Like you've seen in a few videos, we've had problems with this chain coming off, but now you can see that tensioner down in there rolling. Trying to get the camera down in there. See that tensioner? So, works good. Keeps that chain perfectly on that sprocket. Before, we were having problems with the bottom of the chain becoming loose on decel, is what I was noticing. But now, acceleration or decel, the way that I'm moving this, that chain stays tight. So, and that tensioner being welded on the far side has no way of bending the mount now. So this is gonna be the end of this video. Appreciate you guys staying tuned. We just hit 420 subscribers, so please like, subscribe, comment. Helps us out tremendously. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers so we can start getting monetized. So you guys watch a lot of these videos, thumb them up, subscribe, seriously helps us out. Thank you.